With only days until Isaac Cruz fights Valenzuela in the ring, there have been debates about who will come away with the win. While many of us envision Cruz dominating, some, like Eddie Hearn, do not see Cruz winning. The first interesting pick came from Floyd Mayweather. Floyd has always been impressed by Cruz's resilience and determination, two characteristics that he feels will secure Cruz's victory. Cruz is a tough guy, and I anticipate him winning over Valenzuela. Mayweather declared his support for Cruz, which comes as no surprise given Cruz's outstanding performance in his last significant bout. Cabrera might be harmed body, followed by a left hook upstairs, reflecting on Cruz's previous battle with Dantang. Davis Mayweather commented on Cruz's performance, saying, "This guy was a complicated opponent, and he came to press and fight." Floyd said, adding to Cruz's aggressive style and endurance, "What's interesting is that Mayweather has previously even acknowledged that if he had faced Cruz during his prime, knocking him out wouldn't have been a certainty, saying, 'Probably if I had faced him in the prime of my career, I wouldn't have knocked him out either.' We have these judges that are in the fight game right now, these fight judges." This came after Cruz's performance with Tank. Despite Cruz's solid effort, Mad Floyd stated that Cruz landed some excellent punches and was active, but that it wasn't enough to win the fight. "It's not all about giving fantastic bouts here, and he was plainly defeated right here." Floyd and him, right? Floyd also mentioned that Cruz was aware he didn't win as the decision was not in his favor. "He knows he didn't win. It was an easy fight from my point of view," Floyd said, referring to the judges' scorecards, which heavily favored Davis. "It was only about 3 or 4 rounds at most that Guy won, but for the other 8, he was clearly outplayed by Tank being biased. If I'm 100, you Tank got his ass whooped. I'm going to say, you know what, he got his ass whooped, easy fight." Even though Mayweather added that we can't just ignore that Floyd admitted that even he himself would not be able to knock out Cruz. It's the same Cruz getting in the ring with a less experienced opponent versus power. He's got a great right hook, and the crowd anticipates Davis has well at the end of the fight. Cruz earned respect not only from the audience, but also from Davis himself. Dante even told Cruz that a new star had been born that night. As Devon said today, a star was born, and Cruz commented after the applause. Fight until now, it has always been said that Cruz was the best opponent Tank has ever faced. And perhaps that's why Tank has never gone through with the idea of a rematch. We want the rematch with Jonah Davis. These fans have been great, and that's why. But even with that, Tank still has respect for Cruz, and he expressed the same in his prediction on the upcoming fight. Tank added to Floyd's thoughts when he commented on Cruz's upcoming bout. "I bet Cruz knocks him out cold. There's no way that bout will run more than 5 rounds. Surely Cruz will take him out quick." Javen's statements underline the respect he has for Cruz's power and ability in the ring. You best of luck. Meanwhile, Isaac Cruz isn't waiting around for recognition, with Vasily Lomachenko seemingly hesitant to face Devon Davis in November. Cruz has made it clear that he's ready to step up, but first he needs to focus on his match against the dangerous Valenzuela on August 3rd, a fight that promises to be a significant challenge. Applause. Cruz, the WBA junior welterweight title holder, is not taking Valenzuela lightly, which is unexpected because I thought it was virtually a done thing. However, if he didn't want to fight him, you have to respect Lomachenko's decision. Cruz said, reflecting on Lomachenko's decision to step away from the potential fight with Davis. Yes, I can fight Kant, but I will not pursue anybody, and I will be focused now this time for Valenzuela, and I will fight everybody," that Cruz added. "And then that just means that I'm in top condition to be able to be considered to fight Jaren on whatever date is available at the end of the year. And if it happens, I will be ready. Get everybody come on your phone." The talks for a Javin Davis versus Vasily Lomachenko fight had been going on for weeks. Representatives from the PBC and Top Rank, along with Lomachenko's manager Aegis Kuss, were working hard to set up what could have been one of the biggest fights of 2024. Apparently aiming for a 135 pounds unification match in November in Las Vegas. Tank Davis on social media. "Please respond to it one more time, Tank." Davis thanked Davis C. But the plan went apart when CLU stated that Lomachenko would not compete this year, choosing instead to spend time with his family. "I'm not sure, but you need to respect his decision." Cruz commented, "I don't know what other names you can bring to the table for Javant, but I only hope it can be appealing to the fans that I see that we made a star is Pip Cruz. That's the only one that I see. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm looking at the guys, the two. We can all agree that Cruz has an interesting history with Davis. He stepped in as a late replacement for Rolando Raleigh Romero in December 2021 and gave Davis one of the toughest fig. Teofimo Lopez has confirmed that he visits Isaac Pitbull Cruz as the superior fighter in the ring. Speaking about Cruz's upcoming bout, Teofimo confidently stated Cruz is a beast. Who's the other kid? Yeah, he's not going to have a chance against Cruz, man. We all know that this endorsement from Teofimo showed his belief in Cruz's ability so much so that Teofimo added, "That's why I want to fight him," indicating his desire to challenge Cruz in the future, which highlights the high regard he holds for Cruz's fighting prowess. I'm ready, I'm excited. I now know how to tackle fighters like that even better from a better standpoint. You know what I mean? Just more conditioning, more track training, and that's it. I think this offers everybody a greater chance to leap that gun. But let's see how they perform once we start clacking them up. Teofimo's admiration for Cruz's skills comes at a time when his own career is at a crossroads. After his recent victory over Steve Claggett in Miami, Teofimo faced the media looking somewhat battered but unapologetic about his performance. "I don't care how I look as long as my hand is raised at the end of it." Teofimo emphasized his concentration on winning rather than aesthetics. Despite Teofimo's victory, his top-ranking promoter, Bob Arum, was disappointed. Bob stated, "I did well, although he didn't seem very happy about it. I'm your only last star available." Addressing Arum's visible disappointment and his own importance within the promotion, Teofimo said, "I'm not on that side. We're on this side over here. So, I wish nothing but the best for these guys." The fight against Claggett was supposed to be a showcase for Teofimo, a chance to impress and solidify his standing, but the performance fell short of expectations, raising questions about Teofimo's current form and future potential at 26. Teofimo has faced questions about whether he still has what it takes to fight at the highest levels, particularly in the stacked 140 and 14-7B divisions. Arum had hinted at a possible move up to welterweight for Teofimo, potentially challenging Brian Norman Jr. for the WBO title, but after his struggle against Claggett, the idea of Teofimo facing a top-tier opponent like Norman Jr. seems risky for Arum, who has been subsidizing Teofimo's career. The situation poses a dilemma. Teo's recent performance suggests he may not be able to compete with the elite fighters in higher weight classes, therefore limiting his marketability and fan appeal. Arum might be considering an exit strategy for Teofimo, looking to either reinvigorate his career with strategic matchmaking or cut losses and focus on other fighters. They all box Crawford boxes, whether it's orthodox or freaking southpaw he boxes. He doesn't really slug in there, so this is why. I do these types of fights for a reason. A prospective fight between Teofimo and Isaac Cruz has been suggested, with Teofimo himself stating readiness for the challenge. "Yeah, I'm ready for it," he responded when asked about meeting Cruz. "I'm 26, and I'm still learning in this game," Teofimo remarked, demonstrating his willingness to continue improving as a fighter with